Hello and welcome to My Circular Economy Hat. As an entrepreneur, you have many hats to wear and skills to master. So grab a coffee and let's get started. Today, we welcome Georgia Lavender from Synergy Foundation. Georgia is the manager of program operations at the Synergy Foundation and lead for the project Zero and its annual business incubator program. Synergy Foundation is a nonprofit based in Victoria, BC, that is supporting the transition to a green economy in British Columbia through their core programs, including Project Zero, which focuses on implementing circular economy concepts. Passionate about the circular economy and social equity, Georgia is compelled to find tangible solutions for businesses that strive to make a positive impact. Through her work at Synergy, Georgia works with entrepreneurs, existing businesses, regional government, and community stakeholders to foster the transition to a circular economy in BC. Hello, Georgia.
Hi, Elizabeth. I'm so happy to be here today for my circular economy hat.
Excellent. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. And today we're talking about circular economy, which we've said a lot already, but that's a term you don't hear every day. So what exactly is circular economy?
Exactly. The circular economy may be a really new term for some people, but I'm sure once we start talking about it, there's going to be lots of you who can see how it relates to your everyday life and practices you might already be doing. So I'm just going to pull up some visuals here. I always find it helps me as I'm kind of thinking through some new concepts.
Absolutely.
So right now we live in a very linear economy. And I always think it's so much easier to start where we're at as we think of a new concept that we're moving towards. So taking a step back from that circular model, we look at where we're at right now, which is that kind of take, make, waste model, which may be a bit more of a familiar term. So when I talk about a linear economy model, what I'm saying is we're extracting a lot of our resources from the earth. We're then manufacturing those into brand new goods. Often those are being shipped around the world. So we're seeing lots of carbon emissions there as well. And then we're purchasing these items for our use, and then we dispose of them when they're no longer of use to us. So we're seeing lots of waste going to landfill and not many opportunities to recapture any of those valuable resources. And this model just really isn't sustainable for us anymore. So knowing that, when we look right now globally, only 8.6% of our world is circular. And I always just think this is an interesting stat to take a moment and ponder on. So what that means is that of everything manufactured around the world, 91.4% of that is destined for landfill or pollution at end of life. When we think of the billions of tons of resources that is, it's a pretty staggering number. But I like to think that means there's a lot of room for opportunity. So that's kind of what brings us to this circular model. We want to bring that number up and see more resources being kept in our system and out of landfill. So that's our circular economy model. In a circular economy, these resources and manufactured goods, they're being designed to remain in the system. So we're doing this through innovation, reuse and repair, redistribution, reconditioning, and recycling processes, all of which you kind of can see in this diagram here. Ideally, those are then powered by renewable energy. So as a result, you can see the pollution and waste are going to be eliminated from the system. And these innovations are really what's enabling affordable lifestyles and empowering new ventures to create green jobs for the future. So there's lots of opportunity within this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but the thing is that building a circular economy also means we have to rethink how some products are manufactured or used or treated at the end of life. And that's where a lot of this entrepreneurial spirit comes in. We need innovative entrepreneurs to help us find these solutions. And lastly, in a circular economy, we're really seeing waste as a resource. So we want to share more than we own, which frees up our own resources and our money. Our products are made and repaired locally, which is great for our local economies and also our supply chain resiliency. And innovation really has that opportunity to flourish. And then just for any folks who want to learn a little more, I do have some more resources and links about the circular economy and some videos and other tools. dive into.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. And we'll be sure to attach those here for people to download. I do want to talk about Project Zero. So this initiative is near and dear to your heart. So what is it and how does it work?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So Project Zero, it's an initiative of the Synergy Foundation, and it's our newest core program that we run at Synergy. We launched it in 2019 to help implement circular economy concepts within BC to advance our quality of life and economic equity. So we really work on this through incubation, innovation, education, and advocacy. They're really our core pillars. And one of the core programs that we run through Project Zero is our business incubator program. So this is what I get so excited about. It's our annual 8-month incubator program, and it runs from late April through early December. And through this program, we work with entrepreneurs that have an early stage business idea that's within the circular economy. And so they can kind of be from any range. They might be someone who's like, I've got a business idea, but I don't have a lot of business experience. But it's really innovative and I want to learn how to make it work. Or they might have great business experience and know where they want to go, but need help developing some of those circular models as well. So we work with a broad range of entrepreneurs, and through the program, these accepted entrepreneurs will be provided with access to business coaching. We'll host facilitated workshops and provide them with resources to help them get prepared to launch or scale their circular solution. So we bring in lots of awesome guest experts, and we talk about, assessing your market and public relations. We go through the finances, which I find exciting. Not everybody does, but so important. We bring in guest lawyers to talk through all the legal aspects of starting up a new venture. So broad scope of topics covered in those 8 months. And really at the end of the program, we want these entrepreneurs to have a polished business plan that they can go to market with, a pitch ready deck, whether they're looking for investment, perhaps new board members, and have the experience doing a pitch as well. So we'll host a launch event at the end of the program where they get to practice those skills. Our ventures have been connected with coaches and mentors, and they've also made relationships with other entrepreneurs through the cohort. So that's really what we get to do every year with Project Zero. And since we started the program in 2019, we've already been able to support 29 ventures in launching their businesses. And those ventures have created 80 new jobs in 2 years from launch. So yeah,
that's excellent.
It's been really exciting to see those numbers and see folks transition from, founders who maybe were kind of in a part-time role, transition to their venture being their full-time role, and onboarding new staff and new team members. It's always exciting for me.
So you've mentioned that you've had some great success with this. Can you share some examples of businesses that have gone through this and are working in a circular economy model?
Yeah, I would love to share examples of businesses in this space. I always get so excited about the entrepreneurs that go through this program and just other circular business models as well. Again, another one where I feel like just having a little bit of visual about what I'm talking about is helpful. So I'll share some pictures here. So this first one is Chop Value. They didn't go through our incubator program, but we did have some great chats with them in their kind of earlier startup days. But they are just such a neat innovation out of Vancouver. So a great example of circular economy model success. So they collect used chopsticks from restaurants around Vancouver. They now have collection depots at like London Drugs and other spaces as well. And then they have these micro manufacturing facilities where they take the chopsticks and they get cleaned and pressed, and then they turn them into these like really cool home goods, decor items. They make desks and they'll do flooring. They do a lot of custom requests as well. But what I think is so interesting is they've made this model in a way that it can be easily replicated in other cities and regions. So there's now micro facilities across the world. Yeah, mini Chop Value facilities across the world, which I just think is so cool. So that's one that I really like. And I also just love their products. They're so beautiful. I definitely have a few in my home. Actually, one on my desk right now.
Oh, very cool. Nice.
And then Bin Breeze, so they were in our first cohort back in 2019, and they have just done so well. I'm so proud of this business. So they created an additive for your compost bin. I'm not sure if you have this problem at home, but my compost bin, especially this time of year, I find we get a lot of fruit flies and it's kind of smelly. It's not the, not always the nicest. So this additive that they've created, it uses wood waste and then some other naturally derived ingredients.
Okay.
And you kind of add it into your compost bin. It sucks up the moisture. It eliminates your fruit flies. And it just allows you to compost without maybe some of the unpleasant aspects of it. This product has totally taken off. It went from a farmer's market stand type of product to they were featured on Dragon's Den and struck a deal with Arlene a couple years ago. They're now in over 500 retailers across Canada. I watched them in another pitch competition earlier this week and they did great. And yeah, they're now working in more, doing some more commercial sales as well. So been really exciting to see this one kind of develop along.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Another one more on the engineering side. This is Polar Engineering. And so they're a graduate from our 2020 cohort. And since they completed the program, they've already done wow. Sorry. It's like
That's
maybe
okay.
I had an extra coffee before this.
I understand that.
Yeah. So they've completed over 80 refrigeration and energy recovery projects on over 5 continents. So incredibly rapid growth. But they do really innovative heat recovery projects for larger kind of like rec facilities and industrial refrigeration and energy recovery. And this is allowing these large facilities to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions by 50 to 90%. Which is a huge number. And these numbers just weren't something that was even possible really 3 years ago. So a really neat, innovative business that's making a huge impact environmentally as well.
Nice.
And one of the things I love about these entrepreneurs is they're all so different, such different ways to contribute to a circular economy. The last one that I'm going to share is Shareware. So they're a graduate from our 2021 cohort. They recently launched a Vancouver-wide reusable cup and takeout container borrowing platform. So as you can see, you kind of scan the barcode on the cup and then you get to use it and then you can drop it off at any of their drop-off locations and they go back to a central cleaning facility before getting redistributed into the community. So really preventing that need for ever using a single-use cup or takeaway container. So launched in the summer of 2021, and they've partnered with over 20 locations in Vancouver already. And through one event that they did this summer, I think it's great. They've been doing a lot of kind of events as well. We see so many single use there, especially like in your beer gardens and everything, right? So with that event, they eliminated 5,000 single use cups from landfill.
Nice.
Super cool.
Yeah,
so those are
great.
just a few examples that I wanted to share today, but we do have all of our entrepreneurs are up on our website and there's links to their websites as well and kind of brief descriptions of each of them. So if you want to learn more about any of them, I highly recommend checking out that space.
Oh, that is amazing. Wow. That's really great. Well, thank you so much, Georgia. This is really great. So we have included the slides for you to download for your own records that include the links to the circular economy website and the Project Zero program. So you can check those out for yourself and reach out to the Synergy Foundation to learn more. So thanks again, Georgia. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.